Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to Let's Talk Ships. Today I will give you more information about the stats of a tier 9 German destroyer Z46. I will just very short tell you that this is tester stats. It may change until the destroyer line will hit the live server. Okay, let's do it. Now folks, Z46 will basically be Udaloi, more or less, Udaloi gunboat with the very punchy, good torpedoes. Now, I want to just tell you the flavor of the German, what's so specially, and how to play with them, and what is their downside. There's two downsides with all German destroyers. The first one is the range. They have the shortest range beside the Japanese destroyers, and they will have pretty bad concealment because they are kind of a big, it is almost as a Russian destroyer, but they don't have the speed. And what's so special about them is they have actually kind of a weird firepower and torpedoes. A matter of fact, here's the deal folks, from tier 7 to tier 10 all the German destroyers will have same torpedoes, same amount of damage, and same reload time stock. It's 90 seconds and the max damage is 14,400 each torpedo hit from tier 7 all the way to tier 10. The biggest difference is the speed. And over here folks, I will tell you that the German destroyer line will have one of the fastest torpedoes in the game. And I'm talking about for a tier 9 will have a speed of 67 knots. So good luck with dodge that, tops. Of course, the balancing factors, they only have 2 launchers, 4 and 4. So altogether 8 torpedoes only. Now, folks, let me tell you about how you supposed to play with them, because the reason I am doing this is because they have some flavor there no other destroyer have, right? Of course, let's go rate of fire. The Z46 will basically have the same rate of fire as Udaloi. Actually even better, to be honest with you. I'll tell you exactly what I'm trying to say. You see here, reload time 4 seconds. That's exactly 4 seconds that Z46 also have. But remember, my Udaloi's captain has basic fire training. Okay, I apologize. There's one more important information. 2, 4, 6. 6 guns. Udaloi, Z46, 6 guns. 3 in the front and 3 in the rear. 2 by 3. Alright. So the same firepower as Udaloi, same rate of fire as Udaloi. Well, actually a little bit faster, because once you put the, I'm talking about the basic fire training, yeah, you have even faster than Udaloi rate of fire, and there it's not bad. Now, folks, the way I urge you to how to play this destroyer line, it's actually, I know this sounds very weird, but there's 2 ways, but I'll tell you each my way. It's the rate of fire. You will become a destroyer killer, a destroyer hunter. When they are in the smoke, you charge them in the smoke. You use your hydro, because from tier 6 to tier 10 all the German destroyer will have the cruiser level hydro. So let's say the Z46 will have rooms hydro. I'll tell you exactly what I'm trying. But now the captain perk. I urge you to put the basic fire train to have 10% faster reload time. And over here you basically need both of them and the last stand. So it's kind of a tricky situation here. There's one way you could, you know, if you want to be a brawler and a fighter, I urge you to take this one, and the second one, expert marksman, you really need that, because otherwise it's kind of a problem. And then I would go for torpedo armament experience and the last stand. And the next one I'll probably go, yeah, superintendent and the last perk, advanced fire training. But of course another way is to have a basic fire training, expert marksman, or last stand, advanced fire training, for boost your range, because your ranges are crap. And then for the last perk, concealment expert. And then if you still have more points, I will go to one of those if you go for last stand, you know. Alright, and why I'm saying that? Because of the reload time of 90 seconds. If you go to the module, I'm now talking about Z46 destroyer, and over here folks I have rate of fire, and it's a good options, but even more deadly an option, because remember folks, you have one of the fastest and the best torpedo in the game with 67 knots. That's not a joke. If you put the torpedo modification 3 and the captain's perk tier 2, you will have the torpedo reload at 69 seconds. Okay, they only do 14,400, but 69 seconds. Basically, this is how I urge you to play. You will play aggressive, you will hunt destroyers, and because if you have this spec, then you have a very fast, really hack fast reload. Let's just put it this way. Those torpedo will reload 116 seconds. And of course you're a gunboat, you're not a torpedo boat, but there's, how should I say, there's no tier let's go to Fubuki. So I'm gonna explain exactly what I mean. Fubuki, where are you? Apologize about this folks. It's just a torpedo reload. There is the Fubuki. Torpedo reload. I'm just wondering the torpedo reload. 73.8, and this is a pure torpedo boat, right? And I do have this captain perk. You see this one, torpedo armament experience. Okay. So 73.8, which basically the Z46 will have even faster reload time if you spec. And over here folks, my spec to this Fubuki reload time is 73.8, and of course they'll do massive damage, 70,200, and torpedo range are 12 kilometers. But yeah, the speed is 62 knots. Z46 have 67, and that's a huge damn difference between 62 and 67 knots. Because let's go to module. All right, those torpedo mod 2, wow, they will do 72 knots, but trust me, 67 knots, it's very good torpedoes speed I'm talking about, and the detection are for the torpedo are 1.4. Yeah, the same as the Japanese ones. Now, guys, but the thing is that, let's go back to Udaloy. there's very important information now to share with you, and this is something that would be not so pleasant information, and it is the 180 degree turn time. Stock wood alloy, it's 16.5, which is kind of bad, right? Well, stock Z46 will have even worse, 18 seconds 180 degree turn time. And some also another bad thing, it's the well, the speed, it's nothing special. Over here wood alloy has okay, no, I'm talking about the speed module. Yeah, 42 knots. Wow, I didn't know. I thought they only had 40 knots. Anyhow, I think this be changed in the last patch. Anyhow, the thing is that, folks, that it's the turning radius, and this is what I'm trying to say, folks. It's turned like a goddamn brake. Surface detection 7.56. Not that good, but here's the deal: 607 turning radius. It's basically, folks, almost cruiser level radius turnings, and rudder shift time 5.88, the worst of any destroyer. Health, it's pretty okay, 19,900, and 6 guns, it's always good. So it's not a stealthy destroyer. It turns like a brake, so basically you will need to have this perks minus 20% of the turning radius, because this is bad. It's really bad. It's not like a US or Japanese rudder shift or turning radius. It's one of the worst. The speed is 37.5, not bad, and yeah, the detection, it's not that good either. And here's the deal, folks. You see here, maximum fire range 10.998. It's also basically 11 kilometers, and 11 kilometers will not do the trick, because if you're within 11 kilometers, many of the battleships and even some other cruiser will wreck you in pieces if you're closer. And remember, this is the very important thing. Bismarck and Tier 9 Frederick de Grosse has a secondary build for 10.6 and Izumo as well, so you may face them, and if you're within their secondary range, they will wreck you. So basically, advanced fire training, it's a must for the Z46 if you want to survive. And I do urge you to purchase the steering gearing mod 2, minus 20% rudder shift time. You really need that, because I think you are the worst. Yes, you are the worst. You have the worst turning radius circus and the worst rudder shift time of any Tier 9 destroyers. But the thing is, if you have good captain, and this is, you really need to have a good captain at Tier 9, you may actually do it pretty well, because once you have the AFT, you will hit. You're not gonna have the same shell speed as wood alloy, but not the worst like Fletcher. So you will hit, and you will actually can fire above 11 kilometers and hit your target. But there's two ways to play this ship, Z46. Stealth torp and get the heck out of there with fast reload time, or a brawler. You just go and everything what is in the smoke, you go and gunfight. And if you have the rate of fire and 128 millimeters guns, by the way, about the guns, all guns from tier 7 to tier 10 will you have opportunity to have 128 millimeters guns with good rate of fire, and all the HE damage it's kind of a low, only 1500 for HE and 3000 for AP. So the thing is that, folks, that you have kind of a, you know, low HE shell damage for 1500, but then you have massive AP damage 2600. And I do urge you to, if you have someone showing you broadside, even if a battleship or cruiser, you should change more often to AP. Well, that's all I have for today, folks. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you and bye.